get more on Intel's earnings. For that, let's go back to Gus Richard. He's a Bloomberg best analyst on Intel who once worked at Intel in marketing and engineering. He joins us right now on the phone from San Francisco. Gus, you've got a neutral on the stock, so are you surprised by the results here from Intel?
Certainly the first quarter was much stronger than I would have thought. I was expecting Q2 to be a strong quarter for the company as they recovered from their stumble in chipsets. And you've also seen post-quake people starting to hoard parts and very concerned about availability. So orders have picked up in the latter part of the quarter.
So is the strength that you were expecting from Q2 kind of getting robbed from Q1 here? I mean, do you expect to see the weakness there now?
Well, again, they had a blowout Q1. It was much stronger than I would have anticipated. The enterprise business is quite good. The outlook in Q2 was quite strong, again, because of hoarding post-quake and recovery from the chipset. I would expect a weaker second half, if things are this strong.
But, Gus, you did expect kind of a messy first quarter here for Intel because they were closing a couple of acquisitions. I'm thinking about McAfee and Infineon's wireless business. So none of that kind of played out here, did it?
Well, again, when I say a messy Q1, I'm talking about acquisition accounting, and the numbers aren't necessarily clean in that they have a couple of acquisitions in there, and you have to back out how much of that was the acquisition in the quarter. And it was also a 14-week quarter, so the accounting in the quarter isn't clean and neat. It's not a normal reported quarter, if you will.
There's a lot of talk, Gus, about the benefits that these companies, Texas Instruments, Intel, Qualcomm, can get from the tablet craze. Maybe it's a real change in consumer behavior. What do you think about Intel's positioning here?
In tablets, they are nowhere. Fundamentally, they haven't gotten there. Apple dominates the market. Some other companies are coming in. The operating system is dominated by Android, and the processor is dominated by ARM and ARM derivatives. So they haven't made any progress. One of the things we have been picking up from our contacts is that Intel is making a run at the foundry business at Apple, which would be a backdoor way of getting into that market and benefiting from the growth.
I was going to ask, I mean, is that their best strategy to get in on this? Is there any hope for other products? What's the future look like for Intel's use of the tablet craze? I keep saying craze. I don't want to say that, but obviously it's been a big pickup.
Right. It's certainly a product wave, and probably even more substantial than that. It's the next generation of computing, and to date, Intel has had little traction in that market. And again, I think it's difficult for the company to take their old architecture and move it into a more mobile platform that is much more power sensitive than their products were originally designed for. They've been making progress in that direction. However, the applications which the user cares about are written to other microprocessors, and they are behind in getting people to write to their processor and then getting designed into people's platforms. So it's a long road for them.
Okay, Gus, we got to run. Listen, thanks for weighing in. Gus Richard of Piper Jaffray joining in, or I should say talking about those Intel earnings.